Well, we recently told you about a new report from the University of Maine Tick Lab that says tick-borne illnesses remain a serious threat in Maine. It also found about 70% of exposures happen right in people's backyards.
So how can you protect yourself? If you're concerned about tick exposure, one Mainer has a product that stops ticks in their tracks. We have with us the owner of MaineJane's Tacklers, Jane Gower. Good morning, Jane. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, this is an incredible product. First off, let's talk about your experience with ticks and what inspired you to create this.
What inspired me was the fact that our great-grandchildren were moving in right across the street from where we live in Dresden. And I had walked on my road and came home with 50 ticks crawling up my legs.
Wait, 50?
50. I couldn't believe it because these I got from walking on side of the road. And I have been a lifetime crafter. And at first, I didn't even think of making something. I panicked. I got anxiety, and I thought, okay, I can't go outside again as long as the ticks are there. And then I thought, well, that's stupid. Go upstairs and start making something that will stop them.
Take action.
A call to action.
Love it.
That's
yeah.
right.
Well, let's talk about, first of all, maybe show us what this looks like and how it works.
Yeah.
This we call MaineJane's Tacklers. We can't use the word tick, even though that was its original name. But long story, very little time. So as you can see, as the tick crawls up onto the boot, it gets stuck right on the boot. And so that's what happens with the ticks. We use a product. We start with American-made Velcro, and then we go to an American-made indoor-outdoor carpet tape.
Sticky.
It's very similar in stickiness to the old fly things that our parents used to hang down.
And you put them around your ankle or on the,
Fly
on
paper,
the shoe.
right?
Yeah,
Fly
you
paper.
can just wrap it. It wraps, as you can see, you just take it because it's Velcro. It's called a one wrap, Velcro one wrap. And it's, you want it
Boom.
snug right down there. It's okay to be loose. You can see here, if you're wearing shorts, you know, they say in Maine you should wear long pants. Well, forget that. I'm a Maine girl. I'm wearing shorts, but I'm going to wear my tick tacklers because it will capture all the ticks that try to crawl up.
And you have some ticks on that one.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Those are last year's ticks.
That's incredible. So what has the response been from people who have used this?
People who have used it have been wonderful. They thank goodness I've had Lyme. Many people have emailed and said, now I'm not so afraid to go outside. And so that's what's kept us going. This is our 4th year, and I'm not getting any younger. So I'm hoping that people will continue to use them and just reduce the amount of ticks. As you know, one tick can produce 5,000 in its lifetime.
Wow.
So even if you stop one, you're thinking, wow, I've really done a good thing.
Yes.
You mentioned you have ticks on that one right there, and
Yes.
that's been there for like a year.
Yes.
How many times can you use that?
You can use this over and over again. You can keep the Velcro piece forever and feel how soft that is.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is
very comfortable.
American-made Velcro.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. This is Army-grade Velcro. And then the indoor-outdoor tape, if it's a dry, windy day and you happen to be hiking on a ridge on the Appalachian Trail, it's going to dry out in about 8 hours. But on a humid day, it's going to just get more sticky. You cannot revive the stick once the stick is gone, but it loves water. You can walk in the rain. Water does not affect it at all. It's dry, windy weather does. So after about 6 or 8 times you wear, 6 or 8 weeks. If you're a day walker, you walk an hour a day, this is going to last you 6 or 8 weeks.
That's great. And Jane, you have over 40 years of experience as a registered nurse and being a recreational Maine guide. How did that play a part of your mission here and what you've seen over the years?
Well, people can get very, very sick. My dog, my husband, my brother, my sister-in-law, many people I know in Maine have had Lyme disease, and one of my best friends, her daughter-in-law had the Powassan disease, and she was pregnant, and she later died. And so her young baby at 3 weeks old is continued to be raised by the father, and it's just these diseases still go a long time without being identified, but Maine is getting better at identifying them. There are more cases every year, and we are so fortunate to have a biologist in Maine that is dedicated just to moose, because have you heard about there is a moose tick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that just attacks moose, and it isn't a disease that kills the moose, it's the blood sucking that kills them. They die from anemia.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the, you can wear this on your arms too, right? Your
Yes,
legs,
you
your
can.
boots.
Yes, we have
Around your neck, I don't know.
Yes, you can. We have a kids one, and we give them a superhero pin.
Oh, that's
because
great.
they are, and it's got a kind of a teaching kit in it. It has a leave no trace ticket, because we like to teach outdoor ethics, and a lot of people will wear them gardening, and because it will
that's
fit
great
definitely
too.
right around their wrist. But for a small child who may be up to 7 or 8 years old, it will work fine. As you can see,
They're
it sticks
sticky.
to
That's
everything.
good. That's a good thing.
But you just wear it like
Perfect.
that, and as the tick, if you're gardening, as the tick crawls up,
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
you know, it will just stay on there as well.
Yeah, and plus it's a nice bracelet, right?
Yeah,
It's
thank
it's
you.
accessory.
Fashion. You got to get some hot pink tacklers. Where can people buy these?
They're in actually 15 stores in Maine, and if they just go to our website, you will see they're all listed. I'm very fortunate that my first store, Ames and Wiscasset, have carried them ever since we started, and we hope to get them in more stores this year. People can buy them directly off the web, but we really prefer people to shop local.
Yeah. Will mosquitoes land on us too?
Yes, they will.
Wow,
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
That's a
Ants.
win-win.
Oh,
Yeah.
ants
Those red
too?
ants,
Yes.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh man, you are on a mission.
This is
I am.
All right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want to form an army
Yes.
that's going after them, because everything else is preventative, and we want the ticks. This is preventative to a certain degree, but we want you to go after them, where everyone else wants to repel them.
Well-
It's the only way we can cut them back is by killing them.
And we want to go outside and enjoy ourselves.
That's
Yeah,
right.
geez.
We need to be outside.
MaineJane's Tacklers. Jane, thank you so much for joining us and,
And thank
sharing
you
this
both.
with us.
I really appreciate
Watch out,
it.
ticks and
Yeah, that's right.
mosquitoes.
We're coming
Jane's
for
coming
ya.
at you.